The impending El Nino, how will it affect our lives? Welcome back to Echo Wisdom, Science Explorers. Today, we have some fascinating news about the upcoming El Nino climate pattern that scientists have just announced. This weather phenomenon is set to have a significant impact on our lives. Let's dive into the details. A vast body of warm water has been slowly making its way across the tropical Pacific Ocean towards South America. This movement has triggered the start of an El Nino weather pattern that will bring dramatic shifts in weather patterns globally over the next several months. This El Nino is predicted to strengthen throughout the rest of this year and the beginning of 2024. Scientists are even warning that it has the potential to be particularly strong this year. The impacts of a strong El Nino could be significant. Climate scientists have already expressed concerns that with rising emissions and a potent El Nino, there is a 66% chance of exceeding the critical 1.5 degrees Celsius global warming limit at least once between now and 2027. In addition to the environmental consequences, a study conducted by Dartmouth College estimates that an El Nino starting in 2023 could cost the global economy up to $3.4 trillion over the next 5 years. Previous strong El Nino events have had lasting economic effects, with the U.S. gross domestic product 3% lower half a decade later than it would have been otherwise. So, what does this mean for us? Well, if this El Nino arrives as predicted, we can expect some significant changes in weather patterns, especially in certain regions. During an El Nino, certain parts of the U.S., particularly the southern states and the Gulf Coast, are more likely to experience heavy rainfall and potential flash flooding. On the other hand, Canada and the northern U.S. might see a warmer and drier winter than usual. However, it's important to note that the severity of these impacts depends on the strength of the El Nino event. In the past, El Nino has caused devastating mudslides, flooding, and even changes in disease patterns. During an El Nino, the transport of heat and moisture from the tropics to higher latitudes can create conditions that favor the spread of infectious diseases. Disease outbreaks, such as West Nile virus and hantavirus, have been observed during previous El Nino events. Moreover, the implications of exceeding the 1.5 degrees Celsius warming threshold due to rising emissions and the influence of El Nino could be catastrophic, limiting long-term global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius could save billions of people from dangerous heat exposure and prevent climate-related migration and health issues. According to recent research from the University of Exeter, even a temporary breach of the 1.5 degrees Celsius threshold could lead to widespread human suffering worldwide. The study emphasizes the importance of reducing emissions to protect millions of people from unprecedented heat and its associated harms. As we face the challenges posed by the approaching El Nino and the consequences of climate change, it's crucial that we take action. Every fraction of a degree matters, and collectively, we can make a difference. By working towards zero emissions, implementing climate-conscious policies, and raising awareness, we can mitigate the impacts of El Nino and secure a better future for ourselves and future generations. Remember, science explorers, knowledge is power. Stay informed, stay engaged, and together, let's shape a sustainable future.